Hi everybody, Andrew here. In this video I'll show you a new type of gizmo which will be available starting with version 2.2.2 of Octave3D. It's called a selection extrude gizmo, and I'm just going to show you how it works in just a second. I'm using models from a voxel blocks pack. I love the style of these models, so you guys can go check it out. It's on the asset store. But it works, so it's generic. It works with any type of models. It just happens that I'm using voxels in this case. Okay, so I'm working in object selection mode, and if I select this object, we're gonna get the move gizmo, but we don't need the move gizmo in this case. We want the extrude gizmo, so we can just press the last button on the right here, or just press the T key on the keyboard, and that will activate the extrude gizmo. And you can see that it looks pretty much the same as the move gizmo without the double axis components. And yeah, if you drag the handles, you can move the object around. But if you hold down the Control key and then drag the handles, you can extrude the object selection like that. Yeah. And now I'm just going to try to create a really simple structure. So I'm just going to go upwards like that. There you go. Now I'm gonna. So one thing to note is that the gizmo will always work. So the handles will always be aligned with the world axis. You cannot have an arbitrary rotation for the gizmo, at least not in the current implementation. It might change in the future, but for now, this is how it works. Okay, now I'm just gonna place. I would like to have a ladder. I would like to have a ladder like here, here, and here. So always have like one row gap between each individual ladder. Yeah. So by default, if I just hold down Control and drag, each the objects are going to be placed right next to each other. But you can see that we have these snap step values here that we can modify, and we can use these to get the result that we're looking for. So currently we're extruding along the z-axis, yeah, the blue arrow. So if I set the snap step value to 2 along the z-axis, we can now get the result that we're looking for. So let me just also move that upwards like that. Okay, now let's just say that I would like to take this entire structure that we've just built and duplicate it, or rather extrude it. I'm going to select one of these cube objects, these brick objects, and I'm going to press G on the keyboard. Pressing G will select all the objects that share the same prefab as the currently selected object. Yeah. Then I'm going to hold down Control, select one of the ladder objects, and then while keep holding down Control, I'm going to press G again to select all the ladders and just append them to the current selection. And I'm just going to set this to 1 because I want this to be adjacent to our original structure. And now I can just hold down Control and drag, and there you go. And now we can add just as much variation as we want here. So hey, there you go. There you go. And you can just create, you know, we could go on and create a castle or whatever we want. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. Let's try. Since we've started working with this, let's just nope. Yeah, so we have something like that. Let's also place a simple fence just for kicks. So I'm gonna place a fence here. I'm using point and click placement mode with object to object snapping. With object to object snapping enabled. Yeah, you can see here object to object snap true. So this allows me to easily snap this object where I want it to. I'm gonna place it I think right over here. Then hold down Control, drag, and there you go. And I think I've got the rotation wrong. If I were to place a corner, I would have to, yeah, this is not, yeah, it will force us to go in that direction. I want it to go, well, maybe that's, this is a good opportunity for me to show you another functionality. I'm just gonna select a fence object, press G, then hold, select this one also. And now if I press the Y key, I can rotate the selected objects like that. And then if I press the U key on the keyboard, it's going to lock the selection into snap mode, object to object snap mode, which is another feature that will be available in version 2.2, and it will be discussed in another video. And I'm just gonna place it here, I think. I can just left click to exit snap mode, or press U again. Yeah, and there you go. And yeah, we can just go on and keep playing with this as we wish. Yeah, and we can just build a fence, and then we can start adding props and all that. Yeah. Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.